Hey, this is Josh with Lost in Reviews, and I'm with
Jared from the Dirty Hits.
Yes.
And he's very excited.
Josh
Of course.
is very fucking
I
excited.
fed him a bunch of Quaaludes. I found them. They're from the 60s.
Nice. I'm all about the 60s. But anyway, so how does it feel from Lay Me Down was written in the backyard between a bunch of friends, and now we're talking #1 across the board so many times.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
that like?
it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. We didn't. I think the good thing behind the feeling of that song is that we weren't in a studio trying to write a #1 single. You know, this was before Rome had done anything with Sublime, and we had already finished our album, and so we were just hanging out, you know, just messing around. I think that like the easiness of it and the whole vibe, it came through, and I think that's why the song worked so well. It wasn't forced or anything like that. You know, to have that song go #1, I mean, we're really stoked. It's pretty much just all of our fans and all the new fans, so you know, it's pretty much just thanks to them.
What was the moment when, was it when you guys got with K-Rock, where they're like, we're going to put this out?
Yeah, it was
And
K-Rock.
how long was that until, hey, this is blowing up?
It was within a couple weeks. It was when we actually had a meeting with Kevin, you know, the guys that run K-Rock. They're all really cool. They pretty much, we owe them almost everything. I mean, we have a very, very core group of fans that we've always had, but for this newfound, you know, public eye stuff and going to the rest of the world, we kind of owe K-Rock because they were the first ones to take a chance with this band that was just underground. You know, we had fans, we were selling out shows, but, you know, we weren't very mainstream or whatever. He took the chance and he was like, I'm gonna put this on right now. And we were like, well, that's not even on the album, and it's like not really.
We're just kind of
we just
messing
produced it
around with
ourselves.
this.
Yeah, like it's just this rad song that we did, but we're gonna put on the next album. He's like, no, this is it. This is what we're doing right now. Put it on, and within like 2 weeks, it was like #1.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question. Would you say it's better because you have these bands and we'll get 4 talented guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be completely studio generated with the best techs in the minds, what's hot, what's now.
Yeah.
Or is it better just to sit around and say, hey, let's just fuck around for a little bit and see what happens?
I would say that that's the best way to do it. I mean, you know what? For us, that's the best way to do it. There could be other, you know, there's different styles of music that's probably going to work better with pop, people that can't sing, that look good, that they want to be able to sing. You know, you can really do it. You can take somebody nowadays with all the shit that you have with everything in the studio, with all the technology, you can take somebody that sounds like garbage and make a #1 hit sounding amazing pop song. So for that style, but not for our music, I think there's a lot of music that you have to keep that realness with our music. I think that's what it sets us a little bit apart. You can feel it, you know, you feel that rawness, that realness. We never try and overdo anything. We did work with producers on the first album. We're probably gonna work less with producers on the next album since everything that we've done by ourselves has worked so good. But I think it's because we don't try and push anything. We don't try and overproduce and worry about, oh, is this perfect? Is this perfect? Is this
Right.
perfect? You know?
It's not working.
And then you just take the realness out of it, and you take the live, the whole live aspect out of it, and that's really, I think, where we shine and where our fans enjoy our music anyway.
Okay, and I'm gonna keep
Those are the
honest.
Cage the Elephant guys, and our air ducts. Sorry.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep you honest, and feel free not to answer this, but what were the artistic differences that caused you guys not to work with Warner Brothers anymore and go to K-Rock?
It wasn't so much artistic differences, it was the fact that they weren't doing anything with us. It was the difference of us wanting to work and them going, oh, fucking
Back burner.
shit. We just signed this band and it was we literally got signed right when like downloading was like started to happen, like
So,
right when the whole fucking downloading music and free, like, you know, illegal downloading, all that shit, that's right when it happened. And so they were just like so scared, losing money. So they were like, we're gonna take all of our big bands that we have that we know make money and concentrate on that. So this little tiny band that we just signed, hang out over here, and then so they didn't do anything. We kept meeting after meeting after meeting, everything after everything, and we finally just went to the top, went to Tom Wally and just said, dude, you're not doing anything with us. We want to work. You're not letting us legally. Like, this sucks. Just give us the album back. And he was actually a really cool guy and just said, okay, have the album. You can fucking. And we were like, what? So this is ours. So now we own the album. So it was a blessing in disguise. Although it did hold us up for like 2 years. We couldn't really do
Creativity.
anything. Yeah, just touring everything. We were stuck for 2 years, and that sucks. Our fans were like, what the fuck are you guys doing? But we got the album and we just went to a label. Labels are all assholes because the label now is trying to fuck us because they didn't do anything.
Well, that's all something you were going to talk about.
I don't give a fuck. They can die. I swear to God, they're horrible people. Everybody.
Let me tell you, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 bands will be like, they're singing undertone.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. There you go. And that's what you got to do.
They literally all the cliches about the money hungry labels and greedy people that'll be nice to your face and then pretty much stab you in the back is 100% true. These guys sucked our dicks pretty much. Oh, you're the best, blah, 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 you know, we'll do this, we'll sign you guys. And we just wanted distribution. We just want you guys to distribute this album, let us take care of everything else. We took care of everything else. Got it on the radio, got the #1 single, and now they're trying to fuck us over and trying to spend all this money and keep us from leaving because now that we're recouped, we want to bounce. We don't want to be on this label because they really had nothing for us other than to distribute. They weren't a very good label. We just needed somebody to put our shit out.
Right.
Now they're trying to hold us in this contract and just doing the most idiotic things, but they're screwing us, and we can't spend all this money on lawyers and legal stuff. So it's just like we're stuck again. And now this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. They're trying to sell their label for millions of dollars to a bigger label, claiming that they made the Dirty Heads #1, and they didn't do anything.
Because your song,
fucking nothing. EMG did 0 for this band, except distribute the fuck.
Lay Me Down was written in the backyard, right?
In the backyard, and our manager Cheese got it to K-Rock. So they pretty much did nothing.
So they pretty much just found it. Oh, we got fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. So now they're trying to cash in on us, saying that they made us successful, which they did not.
And you mentioned the whole when you guys were coming out, the whole pirate. I'm a big fan of Passion, but you mentioned the whole piracy thing. Now there's a whole debate about, does piracy really affect the band? Should we be feeling guilt-ridden? You know, is it more?
It does. Yeah, it affects the band. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Go ahead. That's what you know where I was going.
Yeah. It affects the band. I mean, you are taking money out of the band's pocket because the band has to recoup with their label. If nobody knows, like, there's a lot of business shit. Once you get with a label, they spend a certain amount of money. You gotta recoup that to them. You have to make them that back. It's really hard to get either a new contract with them, or to get out of your contract with them. So it makes it hard for bands to get out of that or to recoup their money back from the label because the label doesn't get tour money, and the label makes all their money back in record sales. So if nobody's buying your record, everybody's just downloading it and going to the shows. It's affecting the band, as in they can't either. It's messing up the band with their labels, but as long as people are going to the shows and buying tickets, that's really where bands make their money.
And the T-shirts.
Yeah, merch, and ticket sales is really where bands make their money and can make their living and keep doing what they're doing. We're young, we grew up, and we can't knock it. I've downloaded, if I really, really like a band, I will definitely buy their shit. But
I think it's
just to be honest, you're a liar if you're really going to sit around and say that you haven't had your buddy burn you half of the shit that you have, or taken their whole entire iTunes thing.
Well, then
so now
what about the Stones? Like $40 an album. Like, forget your yeah. We have like 7 tracks. Don't fuck me.
Yeah, exactly. So now with us, we just don't think about it. It's just like a thing it's a thing of the past. That with thing that music probably gonna be free. So now it's just like, fuck it, we'll just put shit out for free. It doesn't matter. But the label doesn't want to do that. You still
every little dollar, every little penny they get.
So to us, growing up and as a band in that era, we're pretty much used to it. We can't really knock it. I mean, something will happen, and if you're a fan and you really, really like the band, you'll go to the shows. You'll buy a T-shirt. You'll buy the CD at the place because you actually want it. So that's cool. And as long as that's happening, and as long as we can do it and keep being able to make enough money to keep touring and playing live shows, then that's fine.
Okay, your fans definitely showed up tonight. I mean, you can't deny everyone had their fucking hands up. But do you think